Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the Bootcamp Blueprint, the place where personal trainers go to grow their bootcamp. I'm super excited this week because not only do we have our two bootcamp specialists, we've also got a special guest on the show as well. So we'll do the usual deal. We'll do a bit of around the grounds and we'll get into today's topic. So who we got here?
Hey guys, happy to be here. Today's topic is a lot of fun. I'm Danielle from Axfit. You can find me on social media under Axfit and on YouTube for my training guides and resources. What's up?
What's up, everybody? This is Jonathan FitPro. You can find me on YouTube. You can just search Jonathan FitPro. Business is my game. Fitness is my love. And I'm happy to be here as well.
And g'day guys, Travis here, Fitness Education Online, the other half of the dynamic duo. If you want to follow us Instagram, Travis the Kettlebell Guy on Instagram.
Awesome. All right, we're going to get straight into it. So this topic, we haven't spoken about it much throughout the week, and it's going to be an interesting one. We're just going to call it fun. So things might come up, fun things we can do in the session, fun things we can do outside the session, whether it's holidays, whether it's themed. Let's just roll with it. Anyone want to go first? Anyone want to volunteer to say what they do to make their sessions or their bootcamp fun?
I can start.
Awesome. Let's go for it, Danny.
So I always do themed boot camps at the holidays. Not every holiday, like some might be, like, I don't know, certain ones, the basic ones. So I do like a Christmas one. I'm planning my Halloween one right now for next month, and Valentine's. Those three I always do. Sometimes I throw in another one here and there, but it's fun. It builds your community. It creates memories. It gets new people in the door because people always want to bring people because it seems fun. I did my Amazing Race a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And 4 new young people came and now they're part of my group. So that was 4 new people I wouldn't have had if I didn't do that, right? Sometimes you get even more. And then it also captures pictures and videos. So they're taking them, you're taking them. Now you have all these cool videos and pictures, but now they're also sharing it on their socials and you seem like more than just that badass boot camp. You're also like that fun, they do cool things. And the other thing is they go back to work the next day and it's something they like to talk about. So it spreads that way. So it's definitely a bonus and it's fun and it shows that you are thinking outside of the box and putting time and love into your training with them and not just doing the same thing every week over and over. So my group always loves it. It can get competitive. So you can try and make these fun sometimes. And sometimes they get a little like true colors come out. So you have to be careful because in the actual themed boot camps, you have points and there's prizes and people get like kind of this like craziness can come out. So that's something you got to kind of like keep smooth, let them know it's just for fun. But bringing a student in or two is always good, or I'll get my daughter to help out because I can't always watch the finish line and make sure everything's going on. And if you miss the finish line or it was a tie and now they're fighting over, like people can get a little cray-cray. So you definitely want to like, be ready for that. Having a student help doing that whole points can take that sticky situation off of you because as you know these people and you love them all and then it's kind of more on them and you're just like, I don't know, they thought it was them, sorry. Like, so you can kind of blame it on the student if they're not happy. And then as far as what you need, you got to have like your whiteboard for points and maybe on one side's points, other side's like order of operations. And I kind of put that like, so everyone can see what's happening. And then when you're doing it, you're not like looking at your book hunt so you can see, okay, it's, the Christmas jingle race and the next one's this and this and this. And then you have prizes for everybody. And then that's it really. Show up, know what you're doing. I try and find themed music. So if it's Christmas, you can find cool, like crazy EDM music for like any holiday. Like there's some really cool, crazy Christmas ones and Halloween ones and Valentine's ones. And you can find a lot on my YouTube channel if you just go in my search engine and just type Halloween boot camp or Valentine's or Christmas. There's a bunch in there and you can get lots of ideas. One more part, sorry, I keep blabbing, but teams, I always try and go like even numbers, like 2, 4, or 6, because you're going to want to be able to do like partner stuff sometimes or like groups of 4. I find if it's an odd number, sometimes it's hard when you're creating your workout. I just find like even numbers works better. Let them pick their teams sometimes, but sometimes you have to pick the teams because if you always let them pick, then it's always at like the fast and then it's just like really hard to have it even. So this one I'm picking and I'm gonna take all those super fast people and spread them out, and then it'll make it more fun and more even, and not like one team killing it and the rest just like whatever, anyhow. So theme boot camps all the way. Try them. If anyone has questions, reach out. I'm happy to help.
Love it. Hey, just want to summarize a bit of that, or just say a couple reasons why I love that. The number one is the social media, because that's one thing a lot of trainers struggle with. Like, what do I post on my social media? Like, I've just posted my group doing push-ups 100 times. If you can have that themed workout, it's something different you can have on your social media, and then they can share it as well. And then also the effort side of things. Like, just by putting in that little bit extra, your client's going to be like, oh, wow, Danielle actually cares. She's actually doing something different. I just wanted to delve a little bit deeper into one thing, Danny. Those actual themed workouts. So let's say you're doing a Halloween workout. Okay, it's a challenge and we've got the music. Anything else that makes it Halloweeny?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that part.
What was that, sorry?
Yeah, I forgot that part. So yeah, I'll make them like dress up. So the Halloween one, they're going to dress up, and then we use pumpkins as like, so I'm going to have one pumpkin per team or one per person, depending on the workout. I'm just kind of structuring that now. And then I've even done like buckets of like noodles, and I put eyeballs in it. I put it at the top of the hill, and then they have an empty bucket at the bottom, and they got to run up to the top, grab a scoop, run down, and whoever can fill their bucket with handfuls of like the noodles first. But it's all like gooey and gross. So just kind of getting creative that way. With Christmas, they dressed up in Christmas, and then I brought like, you just find things to add and use that as your workout, like kind of tools. We did like a candy cane relay, and they had this big candy cane, and they had that pass that around. And then Valentine's, I did like all these like kind of like partner kind of, they had to go with a guy and a girl, like bring a loved one. So not everyone participated, because some didn't want to like come with someone. And we did like kind of, workouts that are more maybe you're kind of getting close together, or piggybacking, kind of out of the comfort zone. So yeah, definitely adding in objects to make it Christmassy, and then naming each drill like a kind of like, not just like we're just doing the push up or the relay race, we're doing like the candy cane relays. So it makes it kind of fun that way. So yeah.
Love it. And these are on your YouTube channel. Someone can just jump on YouTube, go to Axfit and type in Halloween workout, Christmas workout.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Danielle. Who's up next? Jonathan?
All right, I'll jump in. So in terms of themes, I really only have my themes in the latter part of the year. Those are the holidays that I think lend themselves best to themed workouts. And those are going to be Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving in the United States is toward the end of the year. We also have Halloween. It's a ridiculous question, but you guys have Halloween in Australia, no?
Sort of. Not like you, but we know it. Yeah.
So yeah, we have our Halloween where we essentially dress up, the kids dress up, they get candy, and then finally Christmas. So those actually fall within 3 months. There are 3 consecutive months: October, November, and December. So they're themed very differently in that when it comes to the Halloween workout, it's really usually just a typical workout, but the boot campers actually get a chance to dress up, all right, and then just show their creativity. I would sprinkle around like random dress up days. So another day that you can do is like an 80s day, where essentially people dress up in like the old, leotards and like those little socks that go all the way up your legs. That's a dress up day. We will sprinkle out crazy sock day, where you work out just in socks, because we are in an indoor facility on a padded gymnastics floor. So you can work out in socks and be okay. So outside of those 3 months a year, you can do like a throwback day where they dress up like the 80s or the 70s, or you can do a crazy sock day to kind of mix it up. But when it comes to Halloween, I essentially have everybody dress up, and then the best costume wins. And it can get pretty crazy. I wish I had video that I could share on my screen of people trying to exercise with these really cumbersome costumes. But just the fact that they're able to do it makes the workout fun. Now, in terms of Thanksgiving, I'm not sure how it is over in Canada or in Australia, but it's a huge eating day with us, where people consume, the average person, they say, consumes about 3,500 calories just in the Thanksgiving meal alone. All right, so they eat a shit ton. All right. And so I know everybody's going to eat. I can't stop them. So what I do is I make it open to everybody. And it's kind of like get the guilt out of the way before it happens, because nobody's going to want to work out the day after. So I make it open to anybody that wants to come in, and I just put together a super hard workout, and then that's going to be like their pre-Thanksgiving pregame where they come in, they work their butts off, and that's a good way to get people in because they know they're going to eat like crazy. Even though it's not going to undo the horrible food that they're eating, it gives them an opportunity to experience your business and go like, oh, I kind of like this place. And then you can pick up some new clients there. And then finally for Christmas, in the Christmas time, I always run a workout as close to Christmas as possible, the day before if I can. And then one of the most popular songs, Christmas carols that we have, is the 12 days of Christmas. And then, it's like, on the first day of Christmas, which are look good to me, everybody knows this song, right? So essentially,
I didn't quite hear
I
that.
put the 12 work. What was that?
I didn't quite hear the song. Are you able to give us a full verse or something in case our listeners haven't heard?
I will update it and play it next time with somebody that's got a little bit better of a voice. But essentially it goes 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's how I structure my workout. So it'll be 12 burpees, followed by 11 squats, followed by 10 bicep curls, followed by 9 whatever. And then I'm playing Christmas music throughout the entire hour, and then it's a timed workout. However quickly you can get through the 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's the goal of the workout. And people really love the 12 days workout because that's when I just throw everything at them. There's no order in the room because I got to fit 12 different exercises, and I have like 20 or 30 people in a smaller space, and they're just running from place to place to get their 9, their 8. They can't remember what the list is, so they're running back and forth to the board to see what the workouts are, or what the exercises are rather. So it's a good thing to implement. I do it every Christmas. People look forward to that. So yeah, you do as much as possible to keep your boot camps fun and exciting. So since that's all smashed at the end of the year, I'll occasionally throw in, the 70s day, the crazy sock day, and then I have an array of games that I play with my boot campers that I'll give them no warning for, where we just do a game day, and it's just nothing but boot camp games. Some people love it. Some people are not as competitive, but I'd say there are way more people that love it than don't, and they all get a good workout no matter what. So those are my themes.
Yeah, love it. Love a couple of things there. I love that crazy costume idea. I've never done that. Where I'm guessing people are dressed up as clowns and dinosaurs or whatever it is. Like, I think that would be awesome to see people work out in that and just a bit of fun. I love that open day on Thanksgiving. We'll check with Travis in a sec because that's one thing we don't have in Australia. We don't have Thanksgiving. So I don't know I just love that idea, how it's just such a good way to build your list because everyone knows they're going to eat anyway. So people are probably keen. Hey, I'm going to have a big-ass lunch or a big-ass dinner. I can get a free workout at this boot camp to, get me off to a head start. Hey, I'm in. Yeah. And it's in the door there. So I love that. We'll have a chat to Trav and see if there's anything we can simulate with that in Australia. And I love I'm a huge fan of that 12 days of Christmas workout as well. And it's funny because if you're just new to this podcast, Jonathan is Mr. Organization. Like all his workouts, he's got down to a T and every station is right. So I think that would be super funny to watch, people all over the place with the 12 different workouts. And just a few other things he mentioned there. He does things like 80s Day, 70s Day, Crazy Socks Day. Have you got any video footage on your YouTube channel, Jonathan, of any of that stuff that people could watch?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any footage of any of those workouts or dress ups on your YouTube channel at all that people could?
I don't. But I'm gonna try to be more like Danny and be more active on Instagram and put that stuff up because sometimes I don't think that anybody else is gonna get enjoyment out of watching it. I just do it for the people that are there. But going forward, you can always check on my You can always check on my Instagram. That time of year is coming right up. So if you ever need ideas, I'll post videos the day before I do it, and then the actual outcome of it.
Awesome. All right, Travis, representing Fitness Education Online. What are your tips?
All right. So just a couple of things. No Thanksgiving for us. I know the US and Canada's Thanksgiving are slightly different dates as well, but I assume they're roughly the same holiday. And I just want to touch on both of the points that these guys were making. I think the biggest thing is the music, right? Like I think if you're having an 80s day, obviously you've got to have that 80s theme, or you're having a Halloween day, it's going to be music like Thriller or, like Ghostbusters or whatever it is, right? I think that's probably the most important thing when you're doing these sort of days is get that playlist right. I think that's what makes the energy and that's what makes the vibe. Yeah.
Right.
On our end, we do pretty similar, so we actually do similar sort of days. We don't So Danny, you sort of had the challenge system where everyone was competing and stuff like that. Ours sort of, we have more the standard boot camp style workouts, but they're sort of catered towards those days. So things like Australia Day. So you guys could do, I suppose, Canada Day and Independence Day and stuff like that. We do an Australia Day one. Halloween as well. Grand Final Day for us. So we've got Grand Final coming up this weekend for our major sports. So, I mean, for the US at least, I suppose you could do the NFL sort of thing, and everyone comes in their favourite jersey and Stanley Cup maybe, and people are coming in their favourite, hockey jersey, like the Calgary Flames. Yeah, so there's those sort of days that we can do. For instance, with an Australia Day workout, what we do is we can do like a letter, like each letter stands for a different workout or a different exercise, sorry. So A could be alternate lunges, U could be upright rows, S for squats, stuff like that. So you've got different formats with your workouts you can use as well. The other thing that we do, you do like the musical finishes as well. So have you guys seen a bunch of those musical finishes around that you could do, like with all different songs, right? But an Australia Day song, there's one with AC/DC, so famous Aussie band. Halloween, the Ghostbusters one works well. And so there's a few different ones you could do there as well. And I think, like you guys said, trying to get people to dress up and stuff. I feel like maybe here in Australia we're a bit more reserved than at least the US. Getting people to dress up in some of that stuff could probably be difficult, and I would be case in point there. But yeah, I think just trying to get the music, get the theme of the workout done. The 12 days of Christmas, we do a very similar one, like a 12 cone style workout. We call it, where it's sort of, instead of going then 1, then 2, then 3, we would go 1, then 2, and then 1, and then 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2, and 1 and 3, and it just like adds up. So you're always doing 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it takes longer, the workout, and it just like builds on it as well. Yeah, so they're sort of the different strategies that we would like to, we normally use as well throughout the year.
Awesome. And we'll just summarize Travis's there. So yeah, music is huge because me anyway, like I've pretty much got the same playlist I play every single session, right? So if we can get
not pretty much.
Yeah. So if we get down there and just, it's Australia Day and all of a sudden there's all the famous Aussie music, there's AC/DC, there's Kylie Minogue, there's Jessica Mauboy. It just puts a whole different spin on the workout there. The Jersey Day is a cool one as well because you can do it with so many different sports and then so many different jerseys, and it doesn't even have to be the jersey of the team playing. And the musical finishes, do you guys know what we mean by that, the musical finishes? Jonathan, yeah. So have you seen, Jonathan, like, the bring Sally up squats or like the nutbush plank or that sort of stuff? Where like...
I haven't.
Yeah, okay, I'll send them to you, man. They're pretty cool. So it's basically, and same if you're listening to this, basically there'll be different songs out there and people have choreographed workouts to those songs. Nothing too fancy, but say, for example, the Bring Sally Up. It's just a song called Flower where it's saying, bring Sally up, bring Sally down, and you would just hold a squat on the down point and then you come up on the up, or hold it for the down, go on the up. There's a have you heard the song The Nutbush? That old song?
Maybe it's an Aussie thing.
You guys don't have the Nutbush?
The Nutbush? It sounds weird. Nutbush?
Oh shit! It's a popular song over here in Australia.
You got to give us an Australia list.
Yeah, we might have to. But anyways, the point with I'll send you guys over the links in that. But the point with the musical finishes is there's ones that you can do for a bit of fun at the end of the session. And yeah, if it's Australia Day, hey, do the AC/DC Thunder song. If it's Halloween, you do the Ghostbusters song at the end. And if you can just do those little things there, it just makes it a whole different workout. Another one I was going to add in that I like to do, I got this from Crunch Gym actually. I used to work at Crunch Gym. And they used to have a class there called Celebrity Body. And it was really, really cool. The whole, you can do it however you want, but what I would do is each week I would pick a different celebrity. So let's use Beyonce because that's the easiest one to do, right? So let's say you come in one week and you do the Beyonce workout. You play only Beyonce music. You obviously get the remixed EDM version, and you put a workout tailored to that celebrity, right? So if it's Beyonce, it's obviously going to be a booty and thigh and that sort of workout. And then I also brought that to Bootcamp as well. So I'll just throw it in randomly. So it's like, hey guys, this week we're doing the Beyonce workout. One of my friends trains Beyonce and actually he found me her workout. So we're going to do Beyonce's workout this week. Well, it's not really that. It's just my way of talking it up. and then I'll throw a photo up on Facebook with like a photo of Instagram, a photo of Beyonce, and it'll be a quote of her saying, "Oh wow, I'm so glad I did Jono's workout this week," and just really get some fun behind it. So people are excited to do Beyonce's workout. They get to the session. Doesn't need to be anything special. It's just your usual booty workout, but there's all Beyonce music there, and you've G'd it up. So that's a cool one I like to do there. But hey guys, that's all we've got time for today. Anything anyone wanted to finish up with? Any finishing points, or did you guys want to share what you're up to this week?
Two things. One, for like the themed kind of boot camps and stuff like that, adding in like fun, like, you know, where like you hop over someone and they hop over someone and then you hop. We do a lot of those races. That's what you'll find on my YouTube, like little races that you're working out, but you don't realize you're working out. So those are really fun. That's what I do a lot in my class. And then the second thing I want to say is, Jonathan, you said you do like crazy socks day and they only wear the socks because you have
like, I mean, people can, if they have like, you know, socks that go up to their knees and you'll be able to see it. But the point is to be able to see the actual sock. And then somebody is the winner of the day. Like, it's the simplest, easiest kind of theme day that you can do. But yeah, since I work out on the gymnastics floor, they're not going to slip. They're not going to fall. So it may be tougher on a basketball court and not very practical, like if you're outdoors. But if you're in an indoor facility that has that kind of flooring, people like it.
People don't get distracted if it's just fancy socks.
Yeah.
No one gets distracted.
You said what?
No one gets distracted if all they're wearing is fancy socks.
They're distracted for like the first 5 minutes, but they're distracted for the first 5 minutes anyway. It's like, you know, dealing with a bunch of kids, getting them all corralled in order. So, you know, that just adds a little bit more of a talking point. And that's the main thing that people just talk about, because people have socks based on their favorite superhero, you know, based on their favorite food. The things that you can find on Amazon nowadays just make me sick, but you get some funny socks out there.
Jonathan, are you familiar with the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I have heard of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, yes.
Do you know what they do with their socks?
No, what?
Maybe you should Google that one, because that's what everyone's got in their mind, I think, right now.
All right, I'm gonna go right there after this is over.
All right, Jonathan, anything you want to finish up with?
You know, like I would just say that don't limit yourself to anything. A lot of my ideas, some of my best ideas always come from my clients. So if a client says, hey, the 80s day I was completely opposed to, and then one day I just happened to play an old 80s song, and they were like, we should have a day where we play nothing but this kind of music. So I just blew it up and I said, yeah, let's do that, and let's dress up too. So don't be afraid to take suggestions from your clients. They're the ones that you're trying to please, so it doesn't always have to be from you. Keep your ears open. You may get a great idea that we didn't even talk about that your boot campers or clients may love.
Awesome. Travis, anything to finish up with?
Yeah, I think these guys nailed it basically. But for me, I really think the music's vital. I think if you can sort of get whatever theme you can get music around, you can have a day with that. You know, so if you can get music around 80s, or if you get music around, I don't know, you could be 90s, it could be, you know, Halloween, whatever. I really think if you can get that playlist put together, you can get a day and you can get a theme happening, and that's, to me, I think that's the most important part of these sort of challenges.
Awesome. All right, guys, thanks very much for your time.
All right, bye guys.
Cheers,
Have a good one, guys.